So, you are in quarantine and somehow you found this video game and now you're wondering, what the heck is this? Well, good news, this video is for you. Let's roll the intro. Alrighty then, champions of Regnum, welcome to the beginner's guide. Today I will be walking you through your first moments in the land of Regnum with the help of this little beginner's guide for you. So when you open up the game, you will be greeted by this screen. And here you can choose your realm. You have a choice of 3 realms. Of course, we have the land of the elves, the land of the desert, the land of the snow. Gonna take a look at all 3 of those. When you click it, you will see a little preview of what the realm is like, a little introduction text. If you want to read it, go ahead. You will be greeted by the choice of 4 races per realm, with the Lamai being in every realm. So you have like half elf, wood elf, humans, Lamai. As you can see, some races they have only certain classes. So for example, the half elf, he can be a warrior, an archer. The wood elf, he can be a mage or an archer. The humans and the Lamais, they can always be anything. So keep that in mind when you're making your character. Gonna go head out and head in here. I'm gonna go to the lands of the deserts. As you can see, it's like a little bit of an evil realm. Just kidding, they are very cuddly. In here we have another 4 races, human and Lamai again. We have Moloch and Dark Elf. As you can see, Dark Elf is your mage warrior and the Moloch is your archer warrior. Let's go head out and head in here. This is the land of snow, or as we call it in this game, the land of the goats. Go ahead and preview these races. We have the human again, we have the Lamai again, we have the goats or the Udgar, we have the dwarves, the most ugly class in the game obviously. So let's back out here. So once you've chosen a realm, go ahead and make your character. A simple side note here, when it says you get 10% more XP, that's just a realm reward we have gained from like doing the invasions in the game. So when you chose a realm, obviously go make your character. Let's choose the best realm for this little beginner's guide, the land of snow obviously. For this guide I'm gonna make a little mage, because why not? I'm gonna make him literally. I'm gonna choose the Lamai. Give him some cute eyes, give him like, oh yeah, the skin, pretty nice, make him small. And give him a name, make him mage obviously. Then down on the right we have a attributes tab, we have a little introduction to the mage, to the Lamai. If you click something else, it's gonna change obviously. The attributes class, the attributes tab rather, is more important, because in here you can spend your first 5 attribute points. We have strength, constitution, concentration, intelligence and dexterity. Each one of these has a set of unique traits. For example, strength, obviously it's for the warriors. You can carry more inventory load and your physical melee attacks are gonna be stronger. Constitution, you can get a lot of HP with this, so if you level constitution up, you will start with more base health. Concentration is for cast speed actually. It adds a bunch of cast speed to your game, but only after 70 constant concentration you will gain more casting speed, so keep that in mind. The yellow one is your main attribute for your class. So if I were to choose a warrior, it would change to strength. If I would choose an archer, it will change to dexterity. So intelligence gives you more mana, so more mana you can cast more spells. And dexterity is archer's damage, or it is also hit chance. So I'm just gonna pump my intelligence up. I'm gonna create my character and we're gonna play the game. So just let the game load in. So right off the bat, when you log in, you're gonna be greeted by the daily rewards. It says we missed you. If you're a new player, they didn't miss you because obviously you're new. You have the latest news. If you're interested, you can of course read it. But right off the bat, we're gonna do the interface first. So on the top left is your character portrait, of course, with your health bar, your mana bar, your level, basic stuff. The chat box. You also have the realm chat. So if you're inside of your realm and not in the war zone, you can always read the realm chat. I'm gonna be straightforward. The realm chat is not really active since everybody is in the war zone, obviously. You have the commercial chat, which is active at times. As you can see, people are chatting here. And then you have the general tab. The general tab is only in your vicinity, so people in your render distance, when they type here, you can see what they're saying. Down here is where all the good stuff is happening. You have the item wall, obviously. You have your quests and realm tasks. You have your achievements. You have your power book. This is where all your spells are going to be when you make a setup. Your spell bar, obviously. If you have mounts, they will appear in here. Your actions, a few emotes. You can create parties, recruit your clan, screenshots. On guard is just combat mode. The community, your party, your clan, your friends, your crafting. Click crafting again. Your inventory. I will explain in another video what all these currencies are and how to get them and what they do. Your character stats. These are your equipment slots. Extra information, your attributes. Here you can read what your attributes do. Your other stats. If you click here, it changes to this and you can read more in detail what you have. Night or daytime. The name of your location. Minimap. You can zoom in, zoom out. The server hour. World map. And of course your battle zones. So once you're in here, you'll see you're in quite a little boring dead area. That's normal because everybody in this game is probably at endgame, so these zones are not going to be active. What we're going to do first is we're going to walk you quickly through the settings. So these are my settings. You can just copy them. That's how I play the game. I'm going to walk through a few important settings. For new players, keep this on, the quick bar tooltips. Even somebody like me who played this game for 12 years now still keeps them on for some reason. You can put this off. It's gonna give you a little performance boost. Show party member list is very useful, of course. These things are also preference, of course. Your audio, the game has some music, but I don't really like the music. Your video settings. Play how you want, of course. It's all up to you. I'm gonna point out a little few settings that are very interesting. So the special effects, the weapon trails is very nice, so you can see weapon trails. I'll show a clip right now. Okay, there we go. You have your weapon beams, same thing. I just showed the clip right now. It's like for melee weapons or bows, you can see the weapon trails when you shoot or hit with them. Weather effects, of course, particle effects, color correction. You can keep this on, you can keep this off. If you You see it only changes a little bit of detail. If you keep it on, when you die, your screen is gonna be black and white. But if you keep it off, your screen is gonna stay colored. Ambient occlusions, all preference of course, bloom, anti-aliasing, I don't know how to say it. This is your render quality. You can set it accordingly. Your sliders. Then you have controls. These ones, in my opinion, are very important. Invert your camera and player rotation buttons. Invert your axis. Autocorrect camera. Put this off because when you change your camera, if you move again, it's gonna go back automatically. And trust me, when you're in combat and you're strafing around, you don't want that to happen because, for example, you're running like this. You want to keep looking at your enemy because if you have it like on and you start moving, you see, it just goes back. Enable point click control. It's like when you click on the ground, your character will walk there, but like, who uses that? I'm right. And then enable interaction with the right mouse. I use it because it's very useful to me. So actually we're gonna go back here. Where is it? There it is. Show extra quick bar. I'm gonna tell you straight up, just enable it. It's very useful. So I'm gonna delete the emotes of my bar, and then right away you'll see this guy has a quest for us. So yeah, let's just grab the quest. If you want to read it, what he says, go ahead. The game has a little bit of a story, but it's not super interesting. From there it's straightforward, you know. Talk to this guy, use this item, interact with this, you see, interact with the box, kill this thing. I'm not gonna review the spells yet because I'm gonna do a separate video on that, because obviously there is multiple classes and there is multiple things to do in this game. So we're just gonna do the quest real quick. Oh, we actually finished the quest already. There we go. What you can do here, and this is something I will remember, always remember actually, is I'm gonna finish the level here so I can have a little head start on the rest of my starter zone. So if you want to do it, go ahead. If you want to continue already, then feel free to continue, obviously. And there we go. We leveled up. Every time you level up, all your stats replenish, by the way. So now we finished the first part of the quest, and it tells us to speak to Reston. Of course, on the minimap, it's gonna highlight where this guy is. So feel free to go towards the guy. We have a couple of random NPCs, obviously. So the arrow is pointing upwards, so let's run up the stairs. If you want to explore, of course, feel free to explore. Don't fall in the water because you can't swim in this game. These denizens, if you talk to them, sometimes they have stuff to say, sometimes they really don't have stuff to say. Depends on the importance of the NPC. So go ahead and follow your quest line. These are save points, so when you right click those, as you can see, you will kneel to them and they will start spinning, but you will be bound to the altar. What it means is if you die, you will spawn here again, which is very nice. So from here, I'm just gonna continue killing the wolves, doing the quest. I'm just gonna buff my stuff here so I have some 10,000 IQ. You can use the guards, of course. As soon as the mob hits you, the guard should start shooting. No, he doesn't, of course, now that I say it. So anyway, level up again, very nice. As you can see, because I did the level earlier, they are already easy. And here's the last one. And shebang. Talk to this guy, obviously. So when you're in a village, you will find a whole lot of NPCs. Of course, this is just a starter village, so there's not that much of NPCs to see. But we're gonna walk through the different NPCs. The tailors, of course, they are some kind of merchant. They sell you armors. You have the regular NPCs, as I said. Sometimes they have stuff to say, sometimes they don't. You have the merchant. The merchant is one of the most important NPCs because he can repair items. He has his own commerce, multi-class commerce, by the way, so you can find stuff for every class here. But he has the character stashes. Of course, you have to be level 10, and you can preview the paintings on your armor. So if you want to paint in the future, you can preview them here. So the merchant is very important. Woodworkers is where you buy the bows. They can also upgrade your weapons with the magic gems, of course. So every guy who sells a weapon, so a weaponsmith, an enchanter, and a woodworker, they can add a gem for you into a weapon. Gonna go to the right here. You have the town crier. He's just gonna say stuff. In the capital, usually they speak about events, so as if there's an event. We have a couple of trainers, of course. The trainers are important. The enchanter, the guy who sells staffs. The alchemist. The alchemist, for some reason, he has the premium store as an option. Not sure why, actually. Or he can repair your items. So the trainers is where you're gonna train your guy up. So if you click the trainer, you can see we're getting the discipline and powers menu. And here you can choose your spells. Of course, when you're low level, we're gonna have a few options. But for every class, you will see standard disciplines and powers. So no matter which subclass you choose on set class, you will always have these. So after we choose a subclass, they will have more discipline and powers, but they will be unique to the subclass you chose, obviously. So this guy has a quest for us. And we'll just continue this quest. I'm gonna play through the quest line until we reach important parts of the quest line, and then I will come back to you with a commentary. For now, I'm just gonna speed up the video and play a little bit of music. So sit back and relax, and I'll catch you in a little bit when I'm done with the quest lines. So you're level 10 now. which means we can go to the capital city and we can choose our subclass. As you can see, I skipped a whole lot of the story. Well, I advise you to do it at least once fully, so you can see what it's like, see what all the rewards are going to be like, and for your next character you could perhaps just skip the story. So I'm just gonna go to the next zone. If you just follow the quest line, it's gonna take you to the next part anyway. So this is where the start zone is separated from the main zone. What it means is every realm has a starter zone, so this is the starter zone. This is the whole part I skipped, by the way. These two parts is what we skipped. So every realm has a starter zone, which means the enemies who are invading right now, actually, if they were to break into a realm, they cannot go around and harass like new players. They can just be in the main zone where our allies can be as well. So in Ignis, the main zone is separated by this huge mountain, and in the land of the elves it's separated by an ocean. So go ahead and continue on to the capital city, which is right here for the land of the goats. I'm gonna enable city names. It's kind of hard to see what the name of the city is, but it's Mont Sognir or something. I don't really know how to pronounce them, but whatever. As we continue on the lands of Regnum, I will make a few more videos about the classes and like the game in general, but I'm not gonna make a leveling series because leveling in this game is kind of very long, and I did it so many times already that I'm kind of burned out from it. So once you arrive in the capital city, you will see a whole lot of NPCs. Feel free to explore them, but as you can see, we can take a subclass. Since we're a mage, we can become conjurer or we can become a warlock. I'm just gonna do a warlock for this video, just for the lol. Now we're a warlock, and as you can see, as I said in the beginning, we get more disciplines and powers. The warlock spells, of course. So now we can do a lot of things. There's one thing I want to point out before I end the video. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna be able to show you fully. See this person, Odifilglass. Every realm has this person. What she does is, when you unlock the quest for her, I think it's like level 11, 12, you can unlock her quest. It's not a quest you do to progress your character. This is a quest for endgame weapons. So just skip this quest until you decide to go for these weapons, because getting these weapons is like a process. I can guarantee you, you will be long in endgame before you obtain one of the weapons she will offer you. What it basically needs is, they ask you to collect the Magnemites, which you can only get from rocks that randomly spawn in the world, and that can give various rewards as well. So this is all super RNG, and you need, open your ears, you need 5,000 of them for these quests. So it's just for a weapon, and these weapons, they are not the best weapons in the game either, so it's more for skins that people collect them. And you need to turn each 500 of these rocks into an ingot, and you have to collect 10 ingots, so it's 5,000 rocks that you have to collect. So don't do this quest. So that's basically it for this beginner's guide, guys. if you like the game up until this point, if you feel interested in it, make sure to stay around for the extra videos I'm gonna do on it. Leveling from this point is literally the same. You just do quests, you move from town to town. When you don't have a quest, just finish your level by killing some monsters around, and then when you're leveled, go check your village. Every time you should progress to a new city, the quest will bring you to the city automatically, so don't worry, it will tell you when you have to go to a new zone. And of course, when you have quests to kill leaders, don't feel ashamed to ask for help, because the leaders are usually stronger than you can actually kill at the time. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. The next videos, they will be well, kind of endgame videos. I will be playing my main characters for those, so you can get a better idea of the game. I hope you learned something from this, and I hope you will give this game a chance. Thank you very much, and goodbye.